What up though, y'all? It's Chris. Appreciate you connecting with me on my walk, 10,000 steps, downtown Detroit. We own it. I got another user requested topic. The username Adrian Mabari. Adrienne Mabari. I hope I get that right. I be trying to get y'all names right as much as I possibly can. Some of y'all be coming up with some pretty creative usernames, so forgive me if I botch it. It's not intentional. All love to y'all. But yeah, let's touch on credit cards, man. Credit cards, they're a great thing when used as the tool that they are. Credit cards are a terrible thing when you use them to supplement a life you can't afford. So that's the duality of them. They can be a fantastic thing that you can use and be highly beneficial to you, or they could be a thing that traps you and makes your life worse. And people be turning around looking at me. You saw them in the background. You turn around looking at me. People be seeing me record and they be thinking I'm crazy out here because I'm just talking to my damn phone. But y'all already know, man, I'm gonna record these videos for y'all no matter what. I don't care about people looking at me. I love all of the Lions gear though, man. Like for real, I love being out here seeing all this Honolulu blue. Back to topic though, as I were. You know, credit cards, they are very valuable when used the right way. And what do I mean the right way? Well, credit, some people don't think credit is very important. I tend to think credit is important. Someone with a lot of money that can pay for everything cash, credit's not going to be as important to. It's useful to them, but it's not going to be as important to. Someone that's still trying to climb, trying to get things going for themselves, credit is going to be a lot more important to you, because if you're like opening a business or something, you don't have the money to cash out everything that you need for the business. So credit is going to be a lot more useful to you, if that makes sense. Credit, used as a tool. Get your credit up. If you're trying to get a car loan, which you know how I feel about those, I'm not a fan of those at all. But if you are going to get some car loan, you just got to, well, if you've got better credit or if you've got really good credit, then you know, you're gonna have lower interest. You know, your down payment is gonna be less. Your monthly payments are probably gonna be less. Now, I know that's not a credit card, but they work in tandem because you use your credit cards to build up your credit. And this is what I mean about using credit cards as a tool. My credit was in shambles before. How I got it back was the bank that I deal with, and they've been very good to me, so I don't intend on leaving them anytime soon. But my bank, I decided my credit was crap and I needed to fix it. I needed to get out of debt. I needed to fix my credit. I need to just do better, man. I was kind of burnt out on the struggle of being down. Like, why am I down like this? I ain't gotta be. So I decided I was gonna fix my credit up. No one wanted to give me a credit card. The ones who were willing to give me credit cards, they were total rip-offs. They reminded me of those credit cards I had when I was like 18, 19 years old, where it was like a $300 limit and some stupid high activation fee, like $100 activation fee, and then a high annual fee. It just was crazy. But I knew it would be like that because my credit was so bad that only bureaus looking to rip me off, looking to really squeeze me, were gonna be the ones that were gonna be willing to deal with me. And then, as luck would have it, my bank sends me an offer, a $500 secured credit card if I give them $100. All right, so if I give them $100, they will give me a credit line of $500. And if I pay it on time for 12 months, they will refund me the $100 that I invested. So you know what I did, right? I took that right away because that was the friendliest offer that any of these bureaus, these banks, that is by far the friendliest offer that anyone had extended me. So I jumped all over it. It wasn't even nothing to think about. I jumped all over that. Over the years, here's how I used it. I didn't go to the mall. I didn't go to Amazon. I didn't go to Nike.com. I would use the card to pay for things that I was going to get anyway. So let me give you an example. If I needed to go to the gas station to fill up, I would use the card for that instead. Now, a key tip here is I only used money that I had. So I didn't go using the card to charge things that I didn't already have the cash for. So understand that. So if I need to filling up is like 50, 60 bucks. I throw it on the card, I take that money and I put it aside. If I needed to, buy some things at Target, some OxyClean, some Tide, some, bathroom tissue, whatever I needed, I would then throw it on there, but I already have the money for it, so I put it aside. Then, remember, it's only $500. It's very easy to run up a $500 limit. So when it would kind of get 300, 350-ish, I would then take what I had and throw it on the card, putting it back at a zero balance. So now this gave me the fresh 500 all over again to keep spending. So I would spend, again, only when necessary, only things that I needed. This was not me doing any sort of frivolous shopping. I'd spend and then pay it down. So basically, by me doing that, it always showed a zero payment when it was like the due date. Essentially, what I did was I always paid off what it was that I was spending. So, but in the billing cycle, it would show a zero balance, which will reflect very positively for me. And I just kept doing that over and over and over and over and over. Over time, I saw my credit score was going up. I wouldn't check it often though, because be quite honest with you, I was afraid to, because it was bad. And that looking at that bad credit score did not make me feel good. So I'm like, I know I'm working on it and I'm gonna keep working on it. So I'm not gonna keep subjecting myself to how bad that report looks, because it doesn't make me feel good about myself. It doesn't motivate me in any way. It makes me feel bad. Like, why did I let myself get here? So I just kept working and working and working, paying down stuff, using my card as a tool to build up my credit. I knew when my credit was like reaching a point of being good, because I was starting to get credit card offers up the wazoo from Capital One and all these other banks. They were hitting me up, Discover, you name it. They were hitting me up regularly. Banks that I knew wouldn't have dealt with me before. Chase was offering me the Disney card, which once upon a time I wanted. I don't want it now, but once upon a time I really wanted that. So Chase was offering me that. Just all these banks that I know wouldn't have messed with me before, they were just sending me offer after offer after offer. Like every week now, I still get credit card offers. So that was the telltale sign that something good was happening for me in terms of my credit, because I was starting to get all these credit card offers. So I do think that credit cards are very valuable, but when used correctly, use it as the tool that it is to fix your credit score. Use it as the tool that it is for, with purchasing power. Like, let me tell you this about a credit card. This is why I pay for everything with a credit card and never, ever a debit card. If you pay for something with a credit card and there's some sort of mistake, or no, let's say it's not you. Let's take that example back and use this one instead, because this one's a better one. Let's say somebody makes a fraudulent purchase on your credit card. They have to fix that. They're going to fix that quick. If you call them up, I did not make this purchase, before you get off of the phone, that situation is going to be remedied. They are going to get that under control immediately. If it's your debit card, though, that got exploited, they ain't got that same energy. They gonna be a lot more patient, a lot more lax when it comes to fixing your debit card, because it's not their money, it's your money. So they're quick to reacting when it's their money at stake. When it's your money at stake, oh, well, we got to do an investigation. It can take 4 weeks. You know, eventually you'll get the money back. That happened to me. That was like, it was like Valentine's Day 2017, I want to say. I was working at GameStop. It was a crummy day for me. My manager left me high and dry so he could hang out and do whatever he was trying to do with his girl. I ended up working a double that day because the assistant, she ain't want to come in. She wanted to hang out with her girlfriend. You know, so I was just there. I was like, you know, okay, cool, whatever. You know, I'll work. What the kicker was when I tried to charge a freaking sausage biscuit at the McDonald's around the corner, and it kept declining. And I'm like, what in the world is going on here? So I open the app, I open the bank app, I look in there, and I'm in the negative. I have no money. I just got paid a few days ago, and I hadn't been buying nothing. All of my money was gone. So call the bank, I asked them what's going on. They like, there's a bunch of Android market purchases or whatever. And they were all generated in a different state, so they knew it wasn't me, especially since at that point I wasn't using the Android anymore. So, you know, they knew it wasn't me, but they're like, we're gonna have to do the investigation. And I did end up getting all of my money back, but it took weeks. At that point, I had gotten paid again. So in that moment, I was sick about it, all right? They got me for my money. They hit my account. You never have to worry about that if you're using a credit card. Your bank information is not exposed. You know, whatever fraudulent thing, it's never going to actually hit your bank account. You're never going to end up like I am. You're going to go in there and you're going to find that you're at a negative balance because somebody, you know, buying whatever nonsense on the Android market. So if you look at your card, your credit card, and you have stuff like that, they're going to reverse it instantly. They're instantly going to go through clicking buttons, reversing all of that. So credit cards all the way. If you're going to pay for stuff with a credit card, not your bank card, because you are overexposed when it is your bank card. So that's just another way that credit cards can be used as a beneficial tool. If you want to help, you know, if you got a kid and you want to help them start to establish, you know, their credit, you can put them as an authorized user on yours and start helping them to build their credit up. So I think credit cards are a magnificent thing, but only when used as a tool to be beneficial to you. Don't use them to go to the mall. That's crazy. That's going to put you in debt, you know, because it's going to be fun shopping at the mall. It's going to be fun shopping on Amazon until that bill is due. And you now have to pay for stuff. You have to find a way to pay for stuff that you really didn't have the money to buy in the first place. So appreciate y'all connecting with me as always. I hope that answers any questions you may have had about this topic. I'm going to get back to stepping because that's what I do. And like this video if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.